Planet Dolan.
From being wrapped like a mummy to not being able to crap in the house, the Planet Dolan crew reenacts some of the best true stories from our subreddit about the weirdest punishments our parents ever gave us. I'm Pringle the One, and today I'll be your narrator. Number 10 was submitted by Dolan Rocks 123. When he was 5, Hellbent liked to play cage with his dog. He would basically dump a laundry basket over his poor dog and sit on it. If he got tired of sitting on the basket, Hellbent would pile heavy books on top. There were times he would taunt his dog with food and scissors, cutting bits of fur off. One time, his mom caught him. She made him get in a laundry basket and force his dog's tail into his mouth for an hour. Then, his mom danced around him before pretending to go to a party and piled his dad's weights on the basket so he couldn't escape. Needless to say, Hellbent never did that to his dog again. Number 9 was submitted by Nithera Gal. One time, Melissa decided to sneak into a horror movie about mummies. When her stepmom found out, she was grounded because she was too young to see it. However, her punishment for Melissa consisted of wrapping her up like a mummy and leaving her on the bed. Melissa's boyfriend at the time came and rocked her side to side so she could sleep during her punishment. Number 8 was submitted by Ava Finley. Back when she was in grade school, Honeybit's parents wanted her to get good grades. One day, she forgot to do her homework, so her mom told her to stand in the corner. When Honeybit stood in the corner, her mom had her sister do horrible things to her, such as stick gum in her hair. The torment went on for half an hour, and Honeybits was good for the rest of her school years. Number 7 was submitted by Kitty the Nerd 1. One time, Gooby and her sister, Sacred Snoopy, decided to play a prank on their mother. So they stuffed old clothes in a pillow. Then, they drew a creepy face on some paper which they taped to the pillow. They put the pillow in the shower and waited for their mother to discover it. Once she saw it, their mother screamed, "What the hell?" and ran out of the bathroom. For their punishment, their mother made them rub their stepdad's hairy, pimply back. Number 6 was submitted by The Invincible Taco. The weirdest punishment Legna ever received from his parents was when they caught him getting intimate with himself. When they screamed at him, he asked them to forgive him. However, they were so pissed that they put him in a harness and tied him to a tree. They left him there for 3 hours, with Legna only being able to look around from where he was. His parents forgot about him until he screamed, "Is my punishment done yet?" Ever since that day, Legna's right hand and part got a divorce and had never spoken again. Number 5 was submitted by Deadpool Fan 037. Salty Squid was framed for something he didn't do, and that was overuse the toilet paper. His sisters would be the one to overuse it, whether he was going to the bathroom, putting on makeup, or even TPing the house. Of course, because he's a guy, his parents thought it was him. Instead of taking away his phone or some electronic device, Salty Squid's parent told him that he couldn't poop in the house. So whenever Salty Squid had to take a crap, he would awkwardly ride his bike to his friend's house. That went on for 2 weeks, until his parents noticed that the toilet paper kept running out quick. They realized it was Salty Squid's sisters who were punished and had to buy the toilet paper for the next month. Despite their punishment, Salty Squid was still pissed about the entire thing. Number 4 was submitted by Amy Girl 9. When she was 6, Princess Proton's mom always told her to make sure that she turned on the fan in the bathroom whenever she showered. That way, mold wouldn't grow on the walls. So one day, Princess Proton forgot to turn on the fan while showering like she always did. Her mom went into the bathroom, pulled her out of the shower, and dragged her down the stairs. She sat her down at the kitchen table and said, "Since you never turn on the fan in the bathroom." That was when her mom brought 3 fans to the table and turned them on full blast. Because she was naked and soaking wet, the air felt very cold to Princess Proton. She still thinks that that punishment was much better than being spanked. Number 3 was submitted by After Fable. When he was little and got angry, Dolan wouldn't cry, scream, or shout. Instead, he would break something. One time he got his dessert taken away from him. He ended up doing what he usually did when he was angry, but this time, he grabbed a little marble figurine. He smashed it on the ground, but what he didn't know was that the piece of art was valued at about $4,000. As punishment, Dolan's dad put a bowl in the freezer and then put it over his face. Dolan had to sit with the freezing bowl on his face for about an hour and a half. The bowl was painfully cold, but afterward, he learned his lesson. Number 2 was submitted by The Cool Ristal. The weirdest punishment James Shark ever received was when he was playing Counter-Strike with his friends. His dad walked into his room and asked if he did the laundry. James Shark said he didn't, so his dad told him to give him the headset. Scared and confused, James Shark asked why, but his dad insisted that he give it to him. As soon as he gave his dad the headset, his dad said in a high-pitched tone, "Hey guys, I love Barbie! They're so cute!" His dad winked at him, gave him back the headset, and walked out. When James Shark put his headset back on, he heard his friends laughing hysterically. Out of embarrassment, he told his friends to shut up. He still can't look at his dad in the eyes without seeing the evil he can do. Number 1 was submitted by me, your narrator, Pringle the One. The weirdest punishment my parents ever gave me is when I decided not to give them my progress report. I always hide it for years, but this time around they got a phone call from the teachers saying that they should have received it. So my mom went up to me, asked me, "Where's that progress report?" And I said, we didn't get it this year. She got mad at me and she told me, "You know what, this time I'm not gonna whip you with a belt. You're gonna get these beans and put them on your knees and you're gonna have them rest below your kneecaps and you're gonna stare at the wall the whole time on your knees." It was so painful and she made me do it for 3 hours. After that, I learned my lesson to always make sure you answer the phone call so that you know you received the teacher's phone call and your parents did it. I learned my lesson that day. Huge thanks for the folks over on our Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their stories. We have another question for you. What was the dumbest reason you've ever been thrown out of a place? Let us know on the Reddit page linked below and you might be featured in a future countdown.
Check out the latest Dolan card update, Nixiumville. A new character, heaps of new skins, a new power up, new level, daily missions and offline mode. Download from the Android or iOS App Store and start racing today for free.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care everybody.